Winter 2025, area internazionale lo stand Salomon, e oggi abbiamo il responsabile di prodotto degli scarponi Race e quindi ci facciamo spiegare qualche cosa sulle novità per la prossima stagione.
Buongiorno. My name is Polo, and as you said, I'm working for, I'm the product manager for Alpine Boots. Today I'm going to show you a bit the difference between S-Pro Alpha and the S-Pro Race. So the first thing is that you can see, externally speaking, the boots are totally the same, except some color differentiation. But what is really different is what's happening inside. Here we are talking with a 98mm last, when into the S-Pro Race we are talking a 96. So how do we gain those 2mm? We're gonna work mainly on the inner mold. That means the mold within the boot will be thinner. That means we will have as well thinner plastic walls on the boot, on the shell, and you will have a snugger foothold within the boot. Okay, so this boot is dedicated to racing. Again, the foothold is much stronger than the Alpha. In addition, plastic injected are also stronger, because here we are talking about a 140 flex. So having thicker materials plus a stronger PU will give you this extra power when skiing on the slopes. And as well on the back, instead of having only one screw on the power spine, you will get two screws. That means even more power when flexing the boot forward. Okay? The good thing also on those two category of boots is that you will be able to easily adapt the boot to your foot shape, to your morphology. For that, we do have the boot fitting box that will help you as a retailer to adapt to different configuration. That means, and if I take the example, you're going to do the cuff alignment, so aligning the cuff with the shell. Again, depending on the morphology, if you are like this or more like this. Okay. Then, having this done, you can also work on the stability of the shell. That means we have developed different types of angulation on those lifters that are fully adapted to the boot. So I'm going to show you quickly. So super easy. You're going to unscrew the 9 screws, and then depending again on the morphology of your consumer, you're going to be able to adapt this type of lifters. So this one is a 1.5 degree, but we can go from 0.5, 1 degree, 1.5 until 2 degrees. So that means front and back. At the end you can get, so this one is a 1.5, 2 degrees, 0.5. So you see there, the thickness of the lifter is totally not the same. 0.5 until 2 degrees. But then, it's going to be also super easy to adapt. It's going to be perfectly matching with the sole. Then, you go back to the screwdriver. Wow. And then you will have a boot that is adapted to your morphology and type of skiing. Okay, so that means then don't forget to go on the routers and make sure that you will keep the norm as it is. And for that, you do have also this. You will have to manage the height of the norm in front and in the back, then to route this norm to have all the safety elements when putting the boot into the binding. Then you can also do a different type of alignment. and especially when you do this type of alignment, when talking about the knee direction. So this will help you to measure where to put the lifters. Okay, so this will help you to have this, and in addition, we do have also a laser to make sure that you will get the correct configuration. So this is something that takes a bit of time, but then you're going to be able to have the proper alignment of your knee with your boot. So at the end, you will have a perfect alignment, and those lifters will help you to have the exact and correct angulation. But then on the slope, it will help you to have the right settings. Again, this box is super helpful to have the right level of customization. In addition to all the custom shell and the things like that, this will help you to have, technically speaking, the right level of adaptation.